Did anything else happen? I feel like I do this every time I go live because I'm like so on and off with streaming right now. I don't know what's happened the past week. You went on Mogul Money. I know. I did. That was fun. It's also AIDS. Mogul Money was fucking... It was a lot of fun. But the way I did it was not fun. I flew in the day of the event, and then I flew out at like 8 a.m. I was so in and the out. I do kind of wish I I got to at least like party a little bit. And actually, no, I take that back. I don't like partying anymore. I have learned this. I don't like partying anymore. Even streamer parties. I used to be so much more into it. I hate them now. I don't like it. I'm an old man. I really am. I just don't care for it. The only person I got to see some friends of mine. I got to see Buddha. I got to see Will, Hassan, Myth. I got to see all these different people, right? That I don't get to see very much. But the only person I got to meet, I got to see tons of people. I only got to meet like Blastoise. That was it. I got to hang out with him a little bit because I went to this party at Buddha's house early because I knew I was going to leave even earlier. And because I was there early and he lived there, I got to talk with him. And of course I got to see Buddha and Abby and all of them. Only Blastoise. He was great. No, I loved him. He was great. But like tons of other people, I exchanged 2 sentences with them. A lot of other people, streamers especially, like to consider that as like meeting someone. I don't. Those 2 sentences honestly don't mean anything to me. I need more than 2 fucking sentences exchanged to count it as like, oh, hey, I met this person. Was Force in there? Yeah. That was crazy. Did you smash hella puss? Yeah, dude. Definitely. I went home and called Vicky and we jacked off together. Hard. That's my smashing puss. But, dude, this fucking event... I didn't know I was supposed to be a surprise. I assume y'all saw Mogul Money, right? I'm not even gonna fucking look it up. But I didn't know I was a surprise on this event. And also, no one had any idea what the fuck was actually going on. I thought we were going on Mogul Money, and I knew there was like more than 3 of us. I thought there was 6 of us, maybe. Apparently, there was like 10 or 9. But I thought we were all gonna be on the stage at the same time. So I showed up at like 5 p.m. to this event. And I think call time was 5. And first of all, my name's not even on the list. So there's like this big line of people that like, you know, fans and stuff that are paying to go to the show. And then right next to him, there's this little table of 2 guys that are checking this list. And I walked up to this table and I'm like, hey, I'm Chance. They're like, oh, you're not on the list. I'm like, oh, maybe it's under Thomas, my legal name. No, Morris, my last name, and Sodapoppin, my alias, not on the list. And what sucked though is this table is right next to this line of like a ton of fans, and all of them, for the most part, knew who I was. And so I'm sitting here, my name's not on the list. They're like, okay, well, have a seat over there. I sit on the curb. Fucking people are coming up. And I'm just stuck there. Of course, you know, Ludwig's friend, I think Nick. Not this Nick, a different Nick, I guess. Had to come out and like help me get in. And then after I actually get in and they have to, I'm not on the list. I don't know why. Apparently because I'm a surprise. I didn't even know I was. I get in and I find out that I didn't need to be there for another 4 hours. Because like we're at the end. And what sucked even more, I forgot about this part. When I walked in, I have my badge. I see Mizkif and Cutie. And they're just sitting there. Mizkif, first thing he says to me, I'm like, you know, I see Miz all the time, lives in Austin. So I'm like, yo, what's up, dog? And I'm like, hey. And he says, dude, let's get a drink. I'm like, why? It's like, because you're funnier when you're drunk. Is that a compliment? What does that mean? And so I had this glass of wine. And that's all I wanted. I was like, listen, I'm not trying to get fucking hammered, you know? And then I'm told that I don't go on for 4 hours. So now I'm like a little tipsy on a glass of wine, and I know that in 4 hours, I'm not going to be drunk anymore. I want to be drunk tired. Anyone who's ever drank knows what I'm talking about. So now I kind of have to keep slowly like sipping, stretching this cool down out. And then by the time I get on stage, you know, it's like I'm actually drunk. That was my life, man. It sucked. But then, yeah, I think the show went great. I had fun. It was actually crazy. I've never had a crowd like that before. I almost cried. Let me see if I can skip to the part. So like he did this big video where he like announced that these losers are coming out. Let me pause this. Right? So he's playing this video, but you can't hear the crowd, right? And I'm walking out on stage and dude, it was so loud. I didn't know, like as a human being with emotions, I didn't know how to react. I wasn't like happy. I wasn't sad. I just randomly just like almost started crying because it was just so much. But you can't hear the crowd. Wait till he turns the crowd back on. You hear that? Like I heard the crowd from beginning to end walking out there. I was like, holy, I was overwhelmed. It was nuts. I've never had something like that before. But then I'm sitting here in my head like, dude, don't cry. That's like fucking awkward and weird. So I was like, just calm yourself down. Hey, look at me. I'm fucking, dude, look, I'm in my head right now. Like, dude, if you fucking cry, you're gonna ruin this whole thing. Stop being a fucking loser. It was so bad. I'm also wasted as so, you know, I got drunk emotions and shit.
I brought out what?
And then Miz started doing this, and now I'm just annoyed. I was like, dude, stop. They're booing me. This was crazy, though. This was absolutely nuts. Never, I don't know, I've been streaming for like 10 years, so like to see like a big crowd like this is absolutely crazy to me. Because I go back 10 years ago and, you know, I was trying to convince a realtor that PayPal was real money and they declined me.
He's a natural.
No way. This is a Fantasia simulator? Dude. Are these the brooms in your Mickey Mouse? Let's get.
Dreamhack wasn't like this, dude. Dreamhack? Well, okay, Dreamhack doesn't count, because when I did, like, the stage thing at Dreamhack, number one, I didn't want to do it.
They aren't all named Nick Peepo weird.
Whatever. And then, oh yeah, Dreamhack. Everyone's fucking trying to play Roblox. You know, Dreamhack's like the biggest LAN in the world, and they're like, hey, it'd be cool if you went, oh god, I have to explain Dreamhack is, people that don't know. Dreamhack is the biggest LAN in the world, and you've got like 4 different halls. You know, you've got A hall, B hall, C hall, and D hall. D hall, or hall D, whatever, is like where they have a stage, and all the kids go in D hall. They've got lights, the lights are off, they've got all sorts of shit. It'd be so cool if Sodapoppin went on that stage. I'm like, what do you want me to do, though, on this stage? I don't know what the fuck. No one gave a fuck, you know? I'm just there as background noise. People, fuck, they just turn their headsets up and just tune me out. It's so cringe, so awkward. This is, it's not comparable.
Some noise for Ludwig! My hero, my boy!
Hey, what are you doing that one?
Miz.
Stop.
Anyway, my favorite episode ever of...
Yeah, this is fun. Sellout Sunday on stage. Yeah. That was it. What are y'all saying stop for? Stop. What are y'all saying stop for? What?
Hey, what are you doing that one?
Miz.
Stop.
Anyway.
Oh.
My favorite episode ever of Mogul Money was the episode with XQC, Chance, and Seer. They were all so fucking dumb that I thought
He's pissing
it'd
me
be
off,
fun
man.
to surprise you guys with the worst of the worst minds in the world. That's so I'm just kidding. That's the Supreme Court. Anyway, let's get to it.
Wait. Another thing, I went back and watched this because, like, I wasn't sure how I was. I was drunk. Everyone's praising, like, oh, Soda was so funny. I watched myself. I got annoyed at myself. I just talked too much. Is that weird? Everyone else praises, but dude, I was drunk. But even then, it's no excuse. I was annoying. It's not fair. I need a table.
Why am I up here with them? Why am I up here?
How do you feel?
With these guys. So embarrassing.
You do know you are next to the most terrible,
3 glasses of wine, by the way.
embarrassly bad
That's the
trivia
third one.
answerer of all
And also, that's a double.
time. So
Sorry.
Chance Poppin.
What was it?
He had negative 8,000 points at one time.
That's right.
Also, I realized this. Mogul Money. Let's go to the first one. This one. He said 8,000 was my worst score.
Based
Samurai.
available for your name. They made it so.
10K. Just saying. Anyways.
I work hard for that. It's a big number.
Chance, speak to that. How do you feel today?
I feel good, but I need a table because I can't touch the buzzer with. I have 2
I got
drinks in
undersold.
Why you got 2 beds? Put one down.
I got wine and I've got water.
I can hold.
It
I like
equals
that.
out.
I like that. Hydrate and get drunk. Miz, how do you feel?
I feel fantastic. This crowd's amazing, and you guys rock.
Mizzy, everybody's been.
Oh, there's Austin right there. Another thing I noticed, and this made me laugh super hard. This was hilarious to me. Let me find it. Where is it? Okay, it's before her. Or maybe it's...
Go for it. I will lose.
He told me
holds so much
beforehand. He wants to
power.
lose.
Listen, you don't.
I don't know.
Break it after this.
Are you sure? What is?
Just wait
Steak.
for it. She said steak.com. XQC. Look at XQ. He's... I love it.
What did you say?
Let's go.
She did it.
Round of applause for Anna, everybody.
There's something when something is truly done and they don't even know they're on camera and they just do something just subtle and it just makes it so much funnier. At least to me as a streamer, I guess. In fact, he's sitting there cheering. It's so fun. He actually came up to me. I didn't get to talk to Felix for that much, but he came up to me. He's like, "Yo, man, I gotta give you some money for that shout out." What are you? I was drunk, so I was like, "What?" He's like, "Is it the steak thing?" I was like, "Oh, I just ruined the joke," because I didn't know what he was talking about. But yeah. All right. Either way, not really much else to cover there. Didn't realize how many people, dude. It was full. I actually didn't even watch the end. So after my segment, I left early because I had a flight at like 8 a.m. and I wanted to see Buddha because at the OTK Games Expo, I didn't get to go see Buddha. I started to feel sick a little bit, and I wasn't sure if it was like COVID. If y'all remember when I got sick around that time, and I'm just like, I'm not sorry, I can't. But either way, I didn't get to see him then, so I was like, so now I'm here. I need to go see Buddha. I need to go see my friend, right? But I don't want to go to this fucking party. So I'll just go there early and then I'll leave when everyone else starts showing up. I got to like see a lot of fans. So I ordered an Uber outside of the stadium, but I accidentally sent them to some Target that was like fucking a mile away. So I had to like sprint and run to this Target. And while I'm running there, I ran with a bunch of other adults. I guess adults kind of like to leave events early to avoid the massive like crowd of traffic when you leave an event. So it's just me and like a bunch of 30-year-olds, all just like old and decrepit, just running to this Target because we all ordered the Uber to the Target. And they're like, what are you doing out here, man? It was just funny. We didn't watch the end. They're smart. Yeah, have you ever been to like a football game or any sport, honestly? Leave early. Just watch the ending. It ain't worth the fucking traffic. You're not getting out of it.